What if we just walk away?
Well, now you're starting to talk.
And I was like, nah.
An ex-Marine grapples his way through a web of small-town corruption when an attempt to post bail for his cousin escalates into a violent standoff with the local police chief. You know, I gotta say, I've been harsh on Netflix this year for how bad their streaming movies have been and how they didn't bring Hitman to theaters, but I have to admit when I'm wrong, because this movie is absolutely killer. Like, oh my god, I was expecting a good movie with some pretty cool action, but this is tiers above that. Like, it really fulfilled all my expectations, and I think it is like probably my second favorite action movie of the year, just behind Furiosa, or third favorite, I guess you could say. I don't know, well, probably third favorite behind Bad Boys, but this is a great action movie. We've been kind of struggling for good action movies, and sure, I wish I could have seen it in theaters, but I do hope that it finds such a big audience on Netflix, and I recommend that you all check it out because it deserves all the praise. This is directed by Jeremy Saulnier. He is known for Hold the Dark, The Green Room, and Blue Rain. I'm not really familiar with him because Rebel Ridge is of course the only one that I've seen from him, and I gotta say he did a great job on this film. He played with different themes in such a great way, especially corruption. Like, I wasn't expecting him to dig so deep into this police corruption of such a small town. So, because probably, you know, you could probably think this is a pretty unrealistic movie in like how the action works and how our main character Terry takes down all the cops. But I would say it's kind of realistic, and some of these small towns do have these kind of corrupt people, these racist police officers. So I will say it's kind of realistic in that point. He puts you right into the action and story once the movie starts. Like, once the movie starts, you get a minute through and you get your basically conflicting action right there, and then it all starts from there. It all unravels from there in such a great way. He made this kind of small scale movie, but it feels like a lot is happening at once, which I really did enjoy. So he did a fantastic job. Aaron Pierre plays the main character Terry. He's also known for Old, and he's going to play Mufasa in, of course, Mufasa in December, which I'm not excited for, but now I'm excited for his performance because he was so badass in this movie. Like, hot damn, he packed a punch. He offered some very great emotion in his performance as well, which was very nice to see. It wasn't like all like a badass action kind of guy. He did have an emotional kind of subplot there. He also packed a mean right jab. Like, holy crap, his action sequences were great. We're gonna get to the action in a second, but he did such a great job. I only knew him from Old as Midsize Sedan. That's what his character's name actually was in that movie. And you know, he didn't really do anything for me in that movie because Old wasn't a great movie, but now I'm gonna have to pay attention to this guy because he was fantastic. Anna Sophia Robb plays Summer, who everyone should know from like Bridge to Terabithia, Race to Witch Mountain. Those were like childhood movies for me, and I feel like we haven't seen her in years. I really don't remember the last thing I really saw her in, probably like Soul Surfer, which was, I don't know how long ago, like almost 10 years ago at this point, which is crazy because she's a very good actress. Like, I loved her character here and how she kind of gets involved with Terry. It's kind of like a spoiler, so I don't really want to discuss that, but she really does have a great plot line here. And like, I will say the main plot line is Terry battling with corruption, trying to get his money back here, but she's one of the subplots and she fits into the main plot line very well. I really did like Anna Sophia Robb's performance here. Don Johnson, David Denman, and Emory Cohen also give very good supporting role performances as like the corrupt police officers and the chief of the police force here. I thought they are all pretty good. Now we get to the juicy stuff, which is the action sequences, and god, it's so good. It is very, very good. I don't want to get into any specifics in the action sequences because I wouldn't want to ruin them for any of you. Like, imagine going like John Wick movies and someone ruins you all the details of what the action sequences are. You don't want that, so I'm not going to ruin it for you, but they're so great. Just believe me, they're great. Like, there's some great one-on-one fights here between Terry and the police officers that are just great and have ways that he just takes people down like jujitsu kind of ways. And then in the third act, there's a specific final shootout, I guess, between Terry and the cops, and it plays out in like a way like a 80s or a 90s action movie would play out. It is brilliant, like how Terry plays he plays in the strategy to kind of protect his people, like Summer without killing any of these cops. He plays it in such a great legal way while the cops are doing everything illegal trying to stop him. I thought that was really brilliant. The action sequences and choreography here was just handled so well. It's very believable too, because he's not really shooting that much, because he's not trying to kill anyone, so he's not shooting like 20 rounds out of one gun without cutting the camera, which is pretty unbelievable. But all this is pretty believable right here, so I really just enjoyed it all. It was so great. Overall, Rebel Ridge is one of the best action movies of the year, and I hope everyone gets a chance to watch this on Netflix. It will just make your night when you do watch it. Aaron Pierre is brilliant. He's so badass, packs a big punch, and this movie feels like a small story, but it packs such a huge punch, especially with its action sequences, because it gets brutal in some sequences, and that third act never lets off the gas. So Rebel Ridge, I'm gonna give it a strong 8 out of 10. I really just enjoyed this a lot. I had a great time with this one. Probably Netflix's second good movie of the year with this and Hitman. But yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm probably going to watch this again tonight because I really did enjoy it. I do recommend that you guys check it out. If you did, leave your thoughts down below in the description. If you did enjoy my review though, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.